Well, we're getting live on YouTube right now. Bear with me as I kind of get this all set up. All the joyfulness of last minute getting everything launched. But I hope everybody had a great week. Hey, so some things changing here. Got some experimental lighting in here. This isn't going to be really what the lighting is going to look like in the end. Kind of playing around with it a little bit. So hopefully this will give a better image quality. We'll see what happens here. But let me quickly tweet this all out to everybody out there. Get this started on Facebook too. And we will get this Q&A underway. Thank you to everybody who is already jumping in. I really appreciate it. Also Mania, good to see you there. All right, last place to get this live on. All right. So I think we're going live everywhere. All right, so I hope everybody had a great day. Jacob, Tony, Teresa, movie fan, Mark. Hello, 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 hello. So we are, let me do breaking news real quick. Hey, a few things. For all the early people watching this, we're doing a giveaway right now. You can enter to win a free year of Netflix. Go to corecarsnews.com. On the first post there, we'll tell you how to do that. While you're entering the giveaway, let me hit this real quick. All right, so we are everywhere, I believe. I think. Maybe. I don't know how I screwed that up. All right. It's great to see everything. Okay, I had to kind of rearrange my screen here. So, everybody have a great week. I hope you did. It's been a very kind of quiet one almost in the world of core cutting, but there's a lot of news still, a lot of things happening. One last second, let me do one more thing. I apologize. Today I've been running behind. It has been unbelievable how far behind I am. But the good news is, I got some good news about the site and the growth. Hello, Colin. Hello, Robert. Good to see you guys joining in on our Facebook feed there. So, all right. Hollow sound. Ah ha ha. Microphone. All right. Hey, sorry about all the craziness. Let me know how I sound now. I should sound a lot better. All right. So, let's jump into it. Core Cars News Day. Busy day. New hosting provider is in the works. We are currently uploading the files to the new server. We're talking quad core or 12 core processor, 64 gigabytes RAM, solid state drive, SSD, hard drive on it. It should be a noticeable improvement on the site. So, yeah, good news. Site's going well. Bad news, that's kind of completely thrown my day into chaos. But hey, I'm here. We're live. We're going to do the Q&A. This could be interesting. I went to one of those smoothie places and had one of those energy smoothies for dinner. I haven't done that in I don't know how long, so this could be interesting. So, but if you have questions, let's get into it. Robert, you may have seen a 503 error. I posted about this on our Facebook group on Twitter today as the FTP is pulling stuff out of the old site, backing it up, and then moving it to the new one. You may have experienced some 503 errors. The other part of it is the reason we're moving to the new website is because the old website just can't, or hosting provider at least, can't really handle the traffic of Core Cars News is getting right now. This new one is triple the power of the old one, and hopefully with a better hosting company. So we'll wait and see how that goes. Lighting is real good. Okay, this is not the regular lighting. I just quickly threw up some additional lighting. Usually have the sun come through here, and I actually have, see if I can make this work, a DSL camera here. I don't know if you can see that. This is currently in testing. But next week at this time, there should be a DSL camera set up and feeding the main thing. I need a new capture card to make that work, but we should have it soon. So, hey, let's jump back into this and get going. All right, Any news on YouTube TV? No. Hopefully soon we'll get a little bit more coming out soon with that. But at this time, no, we don't have any new YouTube TV. Sorry, I have to rearrange the camera. CW, yes. So DirecTV now has started to have the CW on-demand content appear across the nation. That's pretty good. So yeah, you will see DirecTV now, the CW content available nationwide. I'm in my first month of being a cord cutter using DirecTV Now and wasn't expecting to use this much data. Hey, if you're having problems with data, go to cordcuttersnews.com, type in stay under data cap or tips for data cap. I have a whole bunch of tips and tricks there to get under your data cap. Number one thing is to turn off autoplay next. A lot of people fall asleep with like Netflix or Hulu or Amazon running, and before you know it, you've burned 10, 20 gigs of data while you sleep. So keep that in mind. Any news for DirecTV Now's DVR? No, I'm sorry there. We have no news, Jennifer, about the DirecTV Now DVR. They still say sometime in the fall of 2017. Probably in late fall 2017. So keep that in mind. I think this may be a little bit better lighting. Oh, I got to play around with it. I have an NVIDIA Shield. I love it. I just wish that bring native apps for Hulu Live and DirecTV Now to the Google Play Store. They don't run great sideloaded. Yeah, it'll probably come. Android TV is still a very small minority of users, so that's probably why they're last to get it, to be honest with you. So keep that in mind. All right. Did you get a new camera? Looks better. No, I actually have new lighting. It's not my permanent lighting, but this new lighting here is gonna help with it. I'm gonna play around with it. I got some professional lighting on order here, and then we also have a new DSL camera, which I'm gonna try to make to be the permanent camera for this. The problem I have right now is I need a new capture card and don't have it. But yeah, so we're playing around with everything. This isn't going to be the lighting I'm going to use. I just threw up a temporary set of lights. We got new lighting coming in. Craig, yeah, so I posted about this today. Tableau is released. The Tableau DVR has a new Roku channel coming out. Takes advantage of the new Roku OS 8 features and adds autoplay next. So if you're watching a bunch of DVR shows, it will now, instead of going back to the menu, it can play the next show in order on the DVR. What do I think of the TCL 55-inch that Costco has? I think it's a great deal. I've actually owned 3 TCL Roku TVs now, and they've replaced all my other LG and Philips and Samsungs. So highly recommend them. Other than DVR, are there any other newsworthy features coming to the DirecTV Now app? Well, there's a brand new app coming soon. So they're going to they have a brand new app in beta. We talked about it in the past a little bit. But DirecTV Now is kind of scrapping everything, building one app that'll be for DirecTV satellite customers who want to watch on the go, and DirecTV Now customers. So satellite and customers will have the same Roku, Fire TV, Android or Apple TV, etc. experience. And then that's about the big news there. The other news, I'll have more about this tomorrow, is that the CW On Demand is coming to all DirecTV Now subscribers. How many people work at Cord Cutters News? I'm the only full-time person. Then we have some freelance people. Freelance writer, editor, and web guy. You know, Colin, probably not live feeds to the... So Colin asks, do you ever see the CW adding live feeds to the free CW app in the future? Probably not right now, because they're trying to get their apps onto apps and services like DirecTV Now, Sling TV, etc. So probably want to see that. What's the deal with the lawsuit and TickBox? So yeah, TickBox is a Kodi box, so-called Kodi box. I know some Kodi fans don't like them to be called that, but that is what they're called by most people. And it's basically the ability to go out there. They promote it as a way that you buy this TickBox and you get everything for free. And they talk great in their advertising about free movies, free TV shows, all kinds of stuff. It basically comes preloaded with third-party add-ons. Well, that has pretty much caught the attention of nearly everyone. Netflix, Hulu, all kinds of movie studios filed a lawsuit against them last week. We knew this was coming. There's already lawsuits in the UK and in Canada, and we've heard for a long time that movie studios have an intention of shutting down those so-called Kodi boxes. Even though they have nothing to do with official Kodi, they use Kodi in third-party unauthorized add-ons. So keep that in mind. So, it shouldn't surprise you. And let's be honest, they picked the tick box because they feel that the tick box will be the easiest for them to knock off. And once they knock off the tick box, they can go after other providers. Let's see here. Any future news on View will be ending the $10 discount on grandfather subs. So backing up the story here, PlayStation View raised the price by eliminating the slim packages. About 90% of PlayStation View subscribers, 203 out of 210 markets, offered these slim packages, which were $10 cheaper than the standard. Their thing was, well, if you don't get a ton of locals, we'll give you a slightly cheaper price. It was supposed to happen effective this month. This would be your last cheaper bill, and then it would go up. But PlayStation has quietly changed their wording from October to sometime in the future. And no one's being charged a new higher rate yet. Now, that is as long as you don't change your package. If you make any changes to your billing, like you move up or down in a package, you will lose your direct or your PlayStation View Slim package discount. When we'll go to a higher rating one, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. When they'll raise it, I'm not sure they even know. But what's happening there is Sony's just not communicating very well, to be honest with you. DirecTV Now is adding on-demand content for the CW. Yes, Colin. So I'm being asked by a lot of people, what's with all the CW content showing up in DirecTV Now? They're adding on-demand content even in areas where it's not live on DirecTV Now. So that's pretty cool that they're rolling that out to more areas. Why does Sling TV block out some movies in TMC? It happened last night, and is it like the other service? Yeah, all services pretty much suffer from that. And it basically probably that particular movie has a deal with Hulu, Amazon, or whatever. Basically, a lot of what's happening with stuff like TMC and Sling and Hulu and all that is particular rights were sold before Sling TV ever became existing. The NFL is a good example of this. The NFL, before Sling TV launched, sold mobile streaming rights to Verizon. So Verizon is the only company right now that can offer NFL stream to your phone. Now, the tough thing with that is, since that deal happened, Sling TV, PlayStation View, DirecTV Now, all these services launched. But they can stream it on your tablet, on your computer, on your TV, but they can't stream NFL games on your phone or tablet. That is what's causing issues with, TCM or Turner Classic Movies. In your case, some movies may have sold their rights to Hulu, Amazon, etc. for streaming. So keep that in mind. That's what's happening back there, this is just kind of an example of the world is changing. And when the world changes, it takes time for contracts to catch up. I'm sure the next time Verizon wants to renew their contract for NFL, there's going to be a lot more competition, and that'll probably likely affect a lot of that. But hey, I see a ton of new people here. I just want to take a quick moment. Welcome. First of all, welcome to experimenting with some new lights. I actually have real nice studio lights coming up here. Another quick update and something that's happening is we have a DSL camera right here. This is currently in testing. I need to get a new capture card before I can use that with this. But we are going to be doing some pretty cool new stuff is going to be coming to Core Cars News on these. Better lighting, better video, and we're experimenting. I didn't have a lot of time to play around with it, but hang in there. I really appreciate everybody's support with these Q&As, and we're working on making them better. Number 2, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Our goal here is to help you break free from 2-year contracts with cable TV and save a ton of money. My family saves over $1,000 a year on our TV bill and still watches the content we want. If you have a question, comment, leave it here. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We would really appreciate it. And hopefully we can help you get the most out of your cord cutting experience. What's going to happen with Cinema Now? They're gone, and I still had money in my account. So Cinema Now, way back when, Was it Best Buy? I want to say it was Best Buy or Target, something like that. It was their Vudu-like store where you could buy movies and TV shows, etc. They got sold to another company and then sold again, I think, and they just vanished. And I tried to email every contact there and do my best to reach out to them and figure out what's happening, Janet, and they have not responded. So Cinema Now, unfortunately, is gone, as best I can tell. I don't know what to tell you about that. And it's kind of one of those weird things, you know, some weird no-name company bought them. And I think they sold it again to a company with a little bit more reputation. Don't count me on that, though. It was Target. Cinema Now was Best Buy. I'm hearing two things. I can't remember if it was Best Buy or Target that used to own it. But Best Buy or Target, whoever was the one that owned it, sold it to another company. That company has since just shut it down without warning. So, yeah. Thank Hustlemania. Really appreciate the comment there. Will DirecTV Now add CBS content on demand? Very possible, but I think that is probably a little bit more difficult than them adding the CW content. All right, most people are telling me that Cinema Now was owned by Best Buy, so let's go with that. It was owned by Best Buy at one point. What's the deal with Vudu and Movies Anywhere? So, yeah, this is something that launched this week. So, Disney's Movies Anywhere is now just Movies Anywhere. A bunch of movie studios like Fox have teamed up, and if you link your Amazon, Vudu, Google Play, and iTunes accounts to Movies Anywhere, it will take all those movies from participating studios, which include Disney, 20th Century Fox, and a whole bunch of others. Put them all in one app, so your iTunes movies can be watched right next to your Amazon movies and so forth. Your Amazon movies can be watched on Apple TV. Your iTunes can be watched on a Roku player. How crazy is that? iTunes movies being watched on Roku, which is pretty cool. So we're doing our best to, they're doing their best, to kind of consolidate all in one place. It's just launched this week. If you link 2 or more accounts, they'll give you 5 free movies, including the new Ghostbuster movie, Ice Age, Jason Bourne, and a few others. So keep that in mind. Well, my impressions of Movies Anywhere is I'm very positive about it. I really do like what I see there. I played around with it a little bit, and I'll have a more in-depth review of Movies Anywhere coming, but it's free. I say try it out. I'm really enjoy it. I really like it. I recommend it. Is TCL bringing out a new 4K HDR TV lamp? Well, they just did that a few months ago. So they got the 2017 P series, which I have in my house. I love that Roku TV series. They have the new Contemporary series, which I really want to get. It's their new high-end model. It's a few $100s more. Has a front-facing soundbar built into the TV. More contemporary metal stand. You know, just a slightly higher-end TV that are out there. I wouldn't expect anything more from TCL maybe until the CES. They usually like to wait. They usually announce in January, release sometime in spring or summer. So I wouldn't expect any new TVs from TCL until next year. Trying to decide whether to sell the NVIDIA Shield TV and buy an Apple TV 4K. Jimmy, the only reason I would get the Apple TV 4K is if you're heavily invested into iTunes. Past that, the NVIDIA Shield is actually a much more powerful player. If you feel, though, that you're missing out on apps, services you want, for instance, DirecTV Now is not available on the Android TV through the Shield TV yet. That may be a reason, too. But if you're happy, I wouldn't see a reason why. If you don't use iTunes, I wouldn't get the Apple TV. If you're heavily invested in iTunes and you buy most of your content on iTunes, I would get the Apple TV. So that's kind of my decision process there in which one to pick. Is it worth it upgrading from a Premiere Plus to a Roku Ultra 2017? Probably not. If you're happy, go for it. The performance jump isn't huge. You won't find any dramatic change there. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate the compliment there. I'm in the middle of trying to decide if I want to ditch cable for Hulu, Vudu, YouTube TV, or DirecTV Now. This page is definitely giving me some info I need. Hulu needs the Viacom channels. Well, Viacom doesn't really want to be on Hulu. Sling TV and DirecTV Now are the services you want to try if you want Viacom channels there, Matt. My recommendation is all those services offer a free trial. Try them one at a time. I think some people get a mistake and they try all like 4 or 5 services at once, and then they can't remember which one has which one does that, and it just becomes confusing. So you can get like a month and something of free TV by trying each one. So give them a try, see what you like, and go from there. It doesn't hurt. And do it before you cancel cable TV. But I'll be honest. Here's my number one thing about becoming a cord cutter from cable. It's kind of like switching from Android to iPhone or iPhone to Android. All your content's there. You just kind of have to learn how to watch it again. You know, the settings menu is in a different spot. The calendar app is a little different in the way you do things. It's all there. It all works, and it works great. You just kind of have to relearn where everything is. So keep that in mind, that it could take a few weeks or a couple months before you really become comfortable in cord cutting. So don't bail on me the first day if something goes wrong. Hi Luke, I just purchased the new Roku stick. Could I plug into an HDMI port on my AV receiver rather than directly into the TV? You know, I have never done that. Has anyone here plugged their Roku directly into the HDMI port on a audio soundbar and then connected it up to the TV? How does that work? There's a couple hundred people here. Hopefully somebody has done that. Leave me a comment, let me know, and maybe we can help answer this question. Any reason why MASH series is not on Hulu? They have announced that MASH is coming to Hulu this year. They have not said when. It was not, I don't believe, on the list for October or for November, which probably means in December. So yeah, remember Hulu is adding a ton of Fox content. Some of it was added this month. Some of it they're announced being added next month. MASH may be coming in December. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you, Bill. Really appreciate the kind words there. Christian, not enough channels. What? I don't understand the question. Not enough channels for the price. So here's a great question. Does the $150 antenna install from Dish include the equipment too? Yes. So Dish now offers the option through their AirTV site. So AirTV, whatever the website is, they will come to your house, install a indoor antenna for $100, or for $150, they'll go in your attic or on your roof and put an outdoor antenna, run in your home, professional install by the satellite guys, and set you all up and make sure it's all working properly before they leave. For $150, not only do they install it, they supply the antenna. So keep that in mind. It's a really good deal. I had them come to my house and do it. I really like it. Keep that in mind. Okay, Christian, I understand you were. I thought that was a question for me, not that you were replying to somebody else. Hello, Matt. It's good to see fellow Fort Leonard area people. I have a first generation Roku stick plugged directly into my receiver and it works great. Okay, so some people are telling me that yes, they do take their Roku, or the Roku stick in this case, plug it into the soundbar and then stream it and then connect it up to their TV, and that does work. So good news for people who have a soundbar who want to do that. You can connect your streaming player directly to your soundbar and then continue it onto your TV. I saw that the S Series 55-inch with Roku for $399 on Amazon. Just remember the S Series is a slightly slower standard, or HD, I think it's not 4K. I would spend the extra $100 and get the P Series, because I think that's $499, extra $100 on Amazon, but you get 4K HDR and a slightly better processor. But if 4K doesn't bother you, then yeah, the S Series is a great TV from TCL. I thought, any thoughts on Sling TV buggy problem? I'm assuming you're talking about Sling TV went down last weekend for a few hours. They said they had some technical issues and it's been rock solid. This is the first time. I covered this a little bit on our social media. I posted when it was happening. First time Sling TV is down, and in some time, I'm trying to remember the last time that happened, because it's been one of the more rock solid ones. You know, one time being down, and they were very upfront when it was happening. Good communication on Twitter. So we'll have to wait. We'll give them the benefit of doubt. We'll wait and see if this keeps happening. But for now, they seem to be one of the more rock solid options overall. even traditional cable satellite goes down, so we'll see. What kind of antenna does Dish use? You know, it's not one of the big name brands you'll recognize, but I was very surprised with it. And I'm completely blanking out on the name of it. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. It's a good brand antenna. I'm currently using it as my primary one right now. My Roku Ultra is plugged directly in the receiver also. Works great. So apparently it doesn't, for the ability to plug your any streaming player, stick and player into most sound bars, and then from there, another HDMI cable to your TV, works great. You know, Tony, I'm not familiar with that alternate brand TCL makes. I'm not sure if they make that or not. TCL brand TVs are a lot better than they used to be. I have 3 of them in my house, and I'm very happy with them. All right. Christian, what lag are you talking about? I think I'm missing part of a conversation here. All right, so keep the questions coming. If I haven't answered all your questions already, let me know. There's a ton of people here today. If I missed it, re-ask your question here in a minute. I'm gonna quickly hit a commercial though to pay the bills because I gotta support my family and pay for equipment like the new DSLR and the new lighting that's coming in here. So let's hit play an ad and we'll be right back in 20 seconds for some people. All right, so other people are seeing this. Other people are seeing commercials right now. If you're seeing this, don't forget to go to CourtCardsNews.com. One of the very first posts on the homepage is a opportunity to win a free year of Netflix. We are giving away a free year of Netflix right now. Go to CourtCardsNews.com. On YouTube, I have a link to it in the description. Right there on the homepage, there is a post that talks about winning a free year. Walks you through what you need to do. If you want an opportunity to win a free year of Netflix, CourtCardsNews.com. Read the post, enter the giveaway. We would appreciate your support. All right, so back to questions now. All right, what do you think of Plex? Plex is a great media server. I use it in my house. A few years ago, digitalized a bunch of home videos, and it worked. It was an great way to take those home videos, watch them across the house, and I stream them out to my parents. They can access my home videos out. I turned it into video files through Plex. So I love Plex. Plex is a very nice system there. All right, keep the questions coming. DirecTV Now, as best I can tell, hasn't removed any locals. I think some people have lost access to them. I've heard some people that when they contact tech support, the locals have reappeared. If you haven't talked to tech support, I would do that. You know, Larry is asking about the ability to control your soundbar with the 2017 Roku remotes. The 2017 Roku remotes include the ability to turn on and off your TV, control the volume up and down, but unfortunately with the as of today, it only works for the TV, not for soundbars. So as of this time, I don't know. I do know, I was talking to some TV manufacturers, most people don't use soundbars. So it may be one of those things that Roku's just kind of looking at it and saying, it's not worth our trouble to create that ability, that separate programmable ability to control soundbars, because the percentage of people who use them and use our device are so low. So that may be what's happening, but as of now, to my knowledge, it's not an option. Do you think Comcast and NBC will ever work out their differences so we'll see live NBC across all streaming devices? So Comcast and NBC are owned by the same company. Comcast owns NBC. And I think pretty much most streaming services offer NBC Sports. NBC, if you live in a market with NBC now, on PlayStation Vue, DirecTV Now, Hulu, you can watch NFL games through that. The problem now is if you live in a market that does not offer NBC, they have recently started to black out in the NFL game unless you log in and verify that you are a paying customer with NBC in your package. So keep that in mind. James asks, have you ever had a chance to play around with the TCL Roku C-Series? Looks like an amazing TV for the price. It is. I played around with it back when it was announced at CES this year. If you go over to youtube.com/CourtCartersNews, and you search for TCL and our videos there, you'll find one from January where we have it and I talk about it. And I was very impressed with it. I'll be honest, I really do like what TCL is doing over there. Besides DirecTV Now, who streams Spike TV? I want this Sling TV. Hold on. For that question, Paul, off the top of my head, I can't remember. I know other services do, but if you go to CourtCartersNews.com, across the top there's a bar that says there's a menu bar, and one of the options is how to watch live TV. Click on that. That will give you a full breakdown of what streaming services are on what devices, and it's just a huge list of like the Discovery channels available on these services. ESPN is available on this, and there you can take a look not only at the Spike TV, but any other channels you may want to see if that service offers it for you. All right, Tony, thank you. I'm glad you shared us to your chat. I really appreciate that. All right. I have had issues with my locals on DirecTV Now contact support, but they have yet to be fixed. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. I will keep looking into that, see what I can find out. Tony, I'm not sure on that channel. I just can't memorize all the channels now. Too many services. But go to CourtCartersNews.com. I put a link to it in the show notes of this video. At the top there is how to watch live TV. Click on that, and it's a full breakdown of it. I'm renaming that tab tomorrow to live TV guide. I think that may be more descriptive of what that tab is. Check that out, and it will show you every service that offers that channel. Does the Roku OS 8 solve Netflix's crashing issues? I haven't seen any crashing, so I'm assuming so. I don't know. Is other people seeing a lot of crashing of Netflix? I'm not. I use an Air TV player for Sling TV, and I set the bandwidth to high quality, but it automatically switches to best quality. Why does this happen? I'm not sure. I would contact Air TV. Very good people. They should be able to quickly help you with that issue. It may be one of those things that there's different ways to set it. One way to set it permanently, and another way to set it just when you're using it. Will new Roku remote operate input to switch between inputs on the TV? No. The new Roku remote just controls the ability to power on and off your TV and the volume on your TV. It doesn't do anything else. If you want stuff like the ability to control the volume on your receiver, switch inputs on your TV, there's something called the side click. And unfortunately, I don't have one sitting here. It takes your Roku and it puts a row of buttons, or Fire TV or Apple TV, row of additional programmable universal buttons right there. And there you can go and quickly update your and control, switch inputs and do all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. Highly recommend it. All right, okay. Have you tried Google Wi-Fi? No, I have not had time to do that yet, unfortunately. It's kind of on my list of things to review. Any idea on data usage with streaming only? Cox now has a 1 terabyte data cap. For most people, staying under a 1 terabyte data cap is very easy to do. If you're one of the people who struggles with that a little bit, there's a few easy things you can do to stay under your data cap. Number one, turn off autoplay. Having Netflix and Hulu and all that autoplay sounds great, but I find most people turn off their TV and leave Netflix running, fall asleep, and Netflix keeps running. And what happens is you're burning hundreds of gigabytes of data every month, sleeping or while your TV's off. That's the number one thing I recommend to stay below data cap. I've heard people say that save 200-300 gigabytes of data every month. But a terabyte is more than enough for most cord cutters. You should be able to do it without problem. Heck, when I became a cord cutter, I had a 250 gigabyte data cap.
and we found a way to stay underneath that. So it's very possible, very doable. You may have to, though, pay attention to turning off your stream when you're not using it. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. All right, what's the difference between link speed and download speed? I'm not quite understanding the question about link speed. You mean up speed? Is that what you're talking about? I have an RCA over there antenna. It's not a bad brand at all. RCA is definitely been trying to make big inroads in the antenna world. Have a Winegard preamp. Is there anything else that you may think of may help me get my local NBC station? They operate on very low power. You may need to go with an outdoor antenna. If the station's kind of weak, putting a big outdoor antenna may be your best option there. My wife uses a Fire Stick, has magnification on remote. Will Roku have this feature in the future? Yeah, so the Fire TV recently added a couple new features. One of them is the ability to, basically for people with harder vision, to magnify part of your screen to better read the description of a show or a movie and so forth. At this point, Roku I don't believe has it, but yeah, it's a software thing that could easily add it at any time. You know, Kevin, a YouTuber who's professionally creating and shooting movies and uploading it and doing all that, that's not typical cord-cutting streaming behavior. So the fact that they use 500 gigabytes a month and they're a YouTuber doing kind of what I do, upload videos and all that, that's something to remember. Now, also to remember, not all services count upstream. Like they're using 500 gigabytes upload for what they're doing. When CenturyLink used to have a data cap, it was just counting down, not up. And I think Comcast does the same. Don't count me on that, where it just counts down and not up. So keep that in mind. All right. Do I need a router and a modem, or can I get away with just a dual router? You can get away with one of those universal modem and routers built into one, which offers Wi-Fi and all that. If you have a bigger home that maybe you're struggling with a weak Wi-Fi signal, you can plug another Wi-Fi router into it. Like I just got a cheap modem, the free modem from my internet company that has no Wi-Fi on it. And then I plugged it in a big honking Netgear Nighthawk, one of the big end ones. So it covers my whole house. More importantly though, not all routers are created equal. Some routers are designed to handle only 10 to 20 devices. Well, I have a ton of streaming devices and stuff in my house connecting. Wi-Fi doorbell, security cameras, all that kind of stuff. So having a separate router allowed me to have a more high-end router. So if it works for you, great. If not, you can always take an Ethernet cable, connect it to your modem, and connect a additional router like the Netgear Nighthawk or something like that. People who are gaming go over that cap easy. Not really. I'm a huge gamer. Gaming does not take up a lot of data. And I mean, downloading the game itself does, but actually gaming on the game really doesn't, because the data just transmit a very basic level of data back and forth. And trust me, I'm a huge gamer and I stream. So, and I run Cord Cutters News. It can be done. People keep asking me about Plex. I think Plex is great. I really love it. So I don't know. That question keeps popping up. Comcast. Some people are telling me so Comcast counts both down and up now. Can anyone else confirm that? I was under the impression it was just down. Maybe they changed that now. They're now counting down and up. So hey, if you have a question, leave it here. It's great to see so many people. We're a little over 200 right now. If you're new here and you want to enter our giveaway to win a free year of Netflix, go to CordCuttersNews.com. I'll put a link to it in the show notes on YouTube. You can find it on our Facebook page too. And right there, one of the first posts is going to be about the giveaway and walk you through how you can enter for a chance to win a free year of Netflix. So check that out. PlayStation View or Sling? Well, Eric, that really depends on what you want. Sling TV, for instance, has the Pac-12 network, but PlayStation View has the Big Ten network, and vice versa. Sling TV has some Viacom channels that PlayStation View doesn't, and I could go on and on. My recommendation is both Sling TV and PlayStation View offer a free trial. Give them a try, see what you like, and go from there. Any new promotions for the streaming services? Not now, Tony, but if I find one, I will let you know. Yes, Troy, a Generation 1 Chromecast will work with a YouTube TV, but they do have a disclaimer there that says you may see less than optimal, I'm paraphrasing, less than optimal performance on Gen 1. Basically, they're highly encouraging Gen 2. I think right now, I think they still have the deal there, but they're offering a free second generation Fire TV, that would be crazy, Chromecast. Free second generation Chromecast if you sign up for YouTube TV. Check their website, but last I saw, I believe that deal is still good. Keep that in mind. Go Blue, Eric. Is Sling TV supposed to be free on Sunday? Yeah, so I have a whole story on this. Go to corecardsnews.com because there's a specific, I can speak English, specific way to redeem the free day of Sling TV. They're giving everybody an option to have the orange package of Sling TV, so you can go watch the Walking Dead. They're having a marathon that day and then premiering The Walking Dead on Sunday. And Sling TV is free for everybody that day, but you need to go to their website and do it in a specific way. Go to corecardsnews.com. Right there on the homepage, I have a story about that with all the details you need to know. Okay, people are telling me that yes, YouTube TV still has the offer. If you sign up for YouTube TV, you can get a free second generation Chromecast. Great deal. Highly recommend it. All right. If you have a question and I haven't answered it, re-ask it because there's a lot of people here. And I'm doing my best to answer as many questions as I can, but some of these are just flying by too quick for me to answer. Is VidGo just vaporware, or is it really going to be released? You know, no one knows. Their website's still there. They're still running as a company. You think at some point, they're either going to release or the company's going to shut down. So we'll have to wait and see. But my guess is they've invested so much money, they're going to try to release so that they can get the money back. Have the original DirecTV Now $35 deal. Hate to lose it, but rarely watch it. Curious if others have dropped DirecTV Now, and what substitute were you using instead? Well, there's Hulu, there's Sling TV, PlayStation View, Fubo TV. My recommendation, even if you don't use it, that $35 deal is a pretty good deal. I would sit on it if I can. You know, I'm typically the kind of person who, in my home, would only subscribe during college football season. But because I'm saving, you know, 30, and what is it, $25, whatever it is, I would probably just keep paying for that. Let's see here. If you plug in a USB into your TCL Roku TV, does it act like a DVR? No and yes, John. So Roku's TVs, TCL, all the other brands that make Roku TVs, do now offer the ability for you to plug in a USB thumb drive. And then it will take that and allow you to pause live TV for up to 90 minutes. And then fast forward, rewind your live TV. It's not allowing you to record shows, but what it will do, if you're watching like some college football on ABC, and you want to see that great play again, you can rewind it, hit play, and watch it, fast forward, back up, whatever. Or jump up, go to the bathroom, come back, and hit play again. But there's no actual DVR. One of the things they are doing for over-there TV, though, is the ability to have a traditional grid guide on your over-there TV. So that's a pretty cool feature that they're rolling out there. So, yeah, keep the questions coming. So my wireless device says my internet speed is 60 down, but I'm only getting 10. What's probably happening there is you have weak Wi-Fi. Two things. A, try to use the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. Try to play around with your router so you can have the most best coverage around your house. Yeah, those are my two number one tips. It could be your Wi-Fi router is just getting old and damaged somehow. When your Roku TCL TV is turned off, is it still using data? No. it will update off. It will, you know, in the middle of the night, Roku sends out an update and updates your channels. But that's very minute amount of data, and it only happens maybe once a month, where it'll go update your Roku OS. So no, when you turn off your Roku TV, it's not using data. When will we get local CBSs in Indy? Well, my number one recommendation, Scott, is an antenna is your number one option there. CBS All Access, I believe, has it in your market. Hulu or PlayStation Vue, I'm not sure which, I think may have it in your market too. Kenneth, I mean, you're asking me if you should stay with DirecTV Now or cancel. That's all up to you. I mean, is it giving you what you want or not? This, you know, here's the truth of it. Sling TV is great for some people, bad for others. You know, every service is perfect for somebody and wrong for somebody else. You need to find what's good for you and go that way. So, pick whatever works for you. What are your thoughts on the Movie Anywhere app? I love it. Check out a full review coming here in the next couple days. All right. Keep the questions and comments coming, and we'll do our best to answer your core related questions. Will 5G be coming to our area in Illinois? Probably. They say by 2020, 50% of the United States will have the new 5G home internet service from Verizon and all kinds of other companies. And we'll give you a legitimate, you know, additional internet option rather than just cable or DSL. Does Roku players use data when on standby or not? No, they would do. You go to the menu, you turn off your TV, Roku will stop using data 99%. Just like your smart TV, you know, just like your phone, it will update every now and then when if you just have it setting on the menu once a month. Once every couple months, Roku releases an update to the software, but that's so small. That's a really small amount of data. That's like watching 1 minute worth of video worth of data when it updates your Roku player. So when your Roku goes to your menu, it is not using the data anymore. Any info on when TiVo will eventually support DirecTV Now? No, there's been no word about a DirecTV Now app for TiVo. My recommendation is get a $30 or a $50 Roku player. If you have no data cap with Spectrum or Wild Cable, I wouldn't worry about data usage. Yeah, I mean, if you have a data cap, no reason to worry about data usage. All right. Any news on the new over-the-air 3.0 standard? Probably next year we'll start seeing TV stations launch with it. Most TV manufacturers' new TVs are including the new 3.0 tuners. So probably 2-3 years from now, we're going to see a growing number of TV stations with 3.0, which means better penetration. 3.0 does a better job of reaching through wooded areas and so forth to cover. Also will offer 4K over-the-air TV. Any word on the Discovery Go app being compatible with DirecTV Now? Nope. If anything like that where it's like, is this channel coming or is this app coming? If I know anything, I'll post about it on the site. But at this moment, we don't know about any new channels being added to any specific streaming services. DirecTV Now, if they do offer any new promos for free sticks or players, I will post about it on the site. All right, keep the questions coming. I'll do my best to answer them. Does Channel Master work with AirTV? No, Channel Master is its own device, and the AirTV is a streaming player like Roku, so no, they're not compatible. All right. If I haven't answered your question, let me know. But I see a lot of people asking, is this channel, is that channel coming? You know, when it goes live, we'll post about it over on CoreCarsNews.com. Keep a close eye on the site. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and so forth to make sure you don't miss out on any breaking news there. Roku does not have a DVR, but they do have the ability on the Roku TV lines to pause live TV on your over-the-air TV. All right, I'm paying for DirecTV and 45 meg internet for the cost of $105. Will it be worth it trying to cut the cord? I would. I mean, it all depends on you. My suggestion there is a couple fold. First of all, if you're new to cord cutting, is sit down and make a list of what TV shows you absolutely must have. Not channels. You don't want to say Fox. You want to say, I want Family Guy on Fox. I'll get to the reason behind that. So write down what you must have and what would be nice. And then from there, stop thinking about Fox and ABC. Start looking like, hey, Hulu has Family Guy the next day for free. Or I can put an antenna in my house and get Fox for free, and so forth. And before you know it, I think, and really try to make it only the shows you really need. I think before you realize it, there's only a handful of shows you really want to watch. Some of them may be on Hulu, for example. Others you may be able to get for free with an antenna. You know, CBS, Fox, NBC, ABC, the CW, and a whole host of other channels are free over the air. Now the next part is the internet. Is shop around. The number one worst thing you can do is, like, say you have cable and you have a big package, you just want to downgrade to internet only. They are often not very favorable for those kind of deals. They often don't give you the best deal. So if you're using DSL now, maybe consider getting a quote from your cable company or vice versa. I often switch back and forth for the best possible deal. Those are my two main tips, but I have a lot more that can help you save a lot of money with cord cutting. Go to cordcuttersnews.com. I have a link to it in the show notes on this video. At the top of it, there's in the menu, there's a button that says Cord Cutting 101. Click on that, and it's a step-by-step guide to help you get started with cord cutting, help you do it without a lot of headache, and help you save money. So check it out. For about 80% of Americans, I can help you save money on your TV. All right, so if you have an original Sling TV plan, can you get add-ons? Yes, you can. Yeah, you can still get add-ons with the original Sling TV plan. Any news of the Mohu Airwave? It is available and it is in most Best Buy stores right now. Tony asked, my dad and I live about 10 miles apart from each other. We both use antennas, and he gets a lot more channels than I do. Couple things, there may be something between you and one of the towers. A tall building, a hill can block the signal. The new 3.0 standard, it will make it that a little less relevant. Number two is play around with the position of your antenna. He may have his antenna in a better place. For instance, if he has a roof-mounted antenna, you're just using an indoor antenna. Those aren't a fair comparison. If his antenna is pointed one particular direction and yours is not, that could be a problem. Number two is make sure all your cables are tightly secure. Those coaxial cables have a way of coming loose over time, and that can degrade your reception on your antenna. So move your antenna around, play with it a couple different places. Move your antenna as far away from other electronics. Move it away from metal. A lot of people try to mount their antenna right next to their chimney. Most modern fireplace chimneys have a metal lining that blocks over their signal. So move your antenna away from your fireplace could help improve signal. You just got to play around with it. You got to explore. Maybe you got to get an outdoor antenna. 10 miles is far enough apart that you could be behind a hill that he is not. Have you done a review of the Mohu Airwave? No, but I got one on my way. I will be doing a review of the Mohu Airwave. All right. I think I've answered most questions. No new news. I want any new over there TV channels are coming to a streaming service. What do I think the biggest complaint amongst cord cutters are? Probably trying to do two things. A, make cord cutting exactly like cable, a one-for-one replacement. Cord cutting is not cable. You need to learn to do things a little differently. You need to think beyond channel 22 is Fox. You need to think beyond, channel 55 is MTV or whatever. You need to start thinking about, well, I want to watch this show. It could be on Netflix. It could be on Hulu. It could be on Amazon. I need to look around for where that is. It could be on my over-there antenna for free. So, keep looking around, keep doing your best to give it time. I think most people fail because they try to replace cord cable with an exact copy of cable, and they're not willing to explore different ways. Teresa says, I didn't answer your question. Oh no, I honestly didn't see it. There's like over almost 300 people here between Facebook and YouTube, and I just missed it. So it may help if you repost it. We do not know anything about DirecTV Now. The new DVR, we don't know if it's going to cost more, how many hours it'll be. We just don't know right now. Tablo does offer a free option. Once you buy it, you do not have to get their subscription, but their subscription does offer additional features. The NFL Network is probably not coming to DirecTV Now this year. All right, hey, I think I'm going to wrap this up. We got about 3 more minutes. Get your questions in. The File live streaming channel. I'm not familiar with that. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that particular, whatever that is. Fubo TV has been adding a lot more server capacity, they say, to address the recent outage they had. Colin asks, will I be doing more Q&A? So yes, I probably should add this to the show description at the bottom. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for about an hour, I'm right here on YouTube answering your cord cutter related questions. If you can't make this and you have a cord cutting related question and you use Facebook, go to facebook.com, search for cord cutting tech support. Cord cutting tech support. There's a Facebook group there with I think almost 25,000 people. It's a great place to post questions, comments, and help get the most out of your cord cutting experience. So keep that in mind. What router do I use? I'm a big fan of Netgear. Really anything Netgear is pretty nice. What Channel Master or Tablo for over-the-air DVRs? Brian asks. I think both are great. Channel Master has no monthly fee, and it's more of a traditional DVR, but you can only connect it to one device. There's no ability to stream it to your phone, tablet, etc. Tablo does not. It's not a little different than a regular DVR. You connect your antenna to it, then you connect the Tablo to your Wi-Fi network, and then it streams it to your Fire TV, Apple TV, Roku, and more. You can, if you subscribe to their monthly thing, you can stream it to your phone and tablet when you're on the road or your laptop. So it's a little bit here, there, everywhere. You know, you don't have to pay for Tablo. You can use Tablo 100% for free after you buy it. Or if you want the ability to have some additional features like streaming it outside your home, if you're traveling halfway across the world, you can use the streaming option there. So I think we're going to wrap this up. Couple things. We're playing around with some lighting. I got some new lighting coming here. This is just temporary lighting. That'll give us a much better picture. If you haven't seen it, we got a brand new DSLR camera that will soon be the main camera for this thing, and it will I just need a new capture card for the computer. So check out next week. I think the Q&As are going to look a lot different. Couple other things happening with Cord Cutters News real quick. We are moving to a brand new hosting company. 12 core, we already paid for it. It's being set up as we talk right now. 12 core processor, 64 gigabytes of RAM, solid state drive on it. The website is going to be good. I just upgraded our video editing software, which should give us a much better quality of video on our YouTube channel. I've ordered more lighting, and we're going to be ordering a new DSLR camera. This one I think I'm going to use for these Q&As. It's my old one that kind of beat up a little bit. And we're going to have a new DSL for like product reviews that we shoot back there when we go to conferences and so forth. So keep that in mind. We are doing our best here to improve the quality of our website and the quality of our YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to everybody for your support. Our YouTube channel has just taken off recently. The website traffic, one of the reasons we're moving to new hosting companies, because the current website company has not been able to keep up with the demand of traffic we're having. Good problem. So check back later this week. We'll be fully moved over. So thank you for watching. If you're new here, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we post here for about an hour live answering cord cutter related questions. Find us at cordcuttersnews.com or on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Cord Cutters News. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. We really appreciate it. All right, now let me just hit an ad real quick for everybody who's still here, because it really does help pay the bills when we run ads. I really appreciate everybody's support. We're working hard. I really am a big fan of the gift I have here to help people with cord cutting. Really appreciate your support. So take care, everybody. I will see you soon if you're still seeing this. As soon as that ad is done, we'll turn off the stream for the night. And it's almost there. Any second now. Wow, this is a long ad break. But all right. Have a good night, everybody.